Hey guys, Jesse H2H, and welcome back to another video. Today we're talking about the two new adverts/trailers that we got for the new Total Drama seasons. In particular, there is one thing I really just want to go over in this video. But first, we'll get to that later. I just want to show you the two new trailers in case you haven't seen them. So in case you haven't, enjoy.
But you won't want to miss a minute of the drama that is Total Drama Island.
Awesome! I call Jackhammer!
Total Drama Island on Boomerang. The contestants.
Of course he puts the two famous people together. Whatever, right?
I'm famous. I have no idea who she is.
The challenges.
There are now sharks in the water.
Why?
Because I put them there.
The confusion.
Not the not real reality show kind of friendship. The really real kind in reality for real friendship.
What?
For the latest competitions ever.
Oh, this is gonna be great!
Total Drama Island on Boomerang.
So that is what we saw of the two new seasons, or with the first season of the two. And I'm still, thinking, what are they going to do with her? You know, part of me thinks it's going to be one season put into two seasons, where, halfway through it's going to be merged, and then it's going to go to another. I don't know how they're going to do it, but I'm thinking that this season we'll have some non-elimination episodes, so, I don't know how they're going to do it. With 16 players and 13 episodes, I think that they'll just do one long season that is actually two seasons, because they do be weird like that sometimes. But anyways, there's just one thing in particular that I want to talk about today. And in a future video, I'll probably go into other things as well if we get more trailers down the line. The first thing I want to talk about, the only thing I really want to talk about right now, the one thing on my mind is take a listen to Chris McLean.
There are now sharks in the water.
Why?
Because I put them there.
Oh, this is gonna be great!
Yes, you heard that right. Chris McLean is not being voiced by Christian Potenza, but is instead being voiced by Terry McGurran. Now, if you don't know who Terry is, he was the voice of Don from the Redonkulous Race.
I'm your host, Don, and this is the Redonkulous Race.
And I believe he is the main writer for the show. So, this is interesting, and it's one of two things. Number one, Christian Potenza is out, and Terry McGurran is in. Or number two, it was just for this trailer or this advert. And I find it really bizarre if it's the second one. I find it bizarre why they would take Christian Potenza out of this trailer or this advert. But I also find it very unusual that they would fire Chris Potenza if he was fired, or why he would leave. He was literally just doing Dramarama. We heard Chris in Dramarama. I'll quickly show you a scene of Chris in Dramarama with Christian's voice.
It's time for Total Drama Something!
As you could hear there, Christian was there, and that was only, when did Dramarama end? Probably 6-ish months ago. And Christian Potenza also did a live stream 2 years ago when it was first announced, saying that he was being back as Chris McLean. So I'm finding it very bizarre. Is he gone? Is this just a placeholder voice? But I will say, if Christian Potenza is gone, I'm going to miss him. I loved his voice of Chris. Chris will not feel the same. However, I think the second best option was Terry McGurran. He is such a talented, amazing voice actor. And I do think, even though he is going to sound a little bit different to what we expect from Chris, I think he will be able to do a fantastic job as Chris McLean. And that's really all I wanted to talk about. I do hope that Christian Potenza does come back to reprise his role as Chris, because there's no more iconic character than Chris. Chris is the most iconic character in the show. To not have his voice there would be kind of criminal. So let's hope that this is just a placeholder. And with that, that's all I've got time for today. Thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know down below whether or not you think Christian Potenza is going to be back, or whether Terry McGurran is the new voice of Chris. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. So, take care.